So I know we left you guys hanging without any results from our Whipple supercharger install. Well, there was a good reason for that. Whipple wasn't quite ready with their tune for this car at the time we installed it. So we had to drive back to the East Coast with it and then finally get the tune uploaded and get it on the dyno at Pro Dyno in Fort Mill, South Carolina. You have to keep in mind that this was all done in February of 2015. After a few more weeks, they sent us a preliminary tune that we could run around on the street and get some dyno numbers with. So with this super safe prelim tune loaded up, we headed over to Fort Mill, South Carolina to Pro Dyno to strap the car to the rollers and see what it would turn out. On this prototype tune, the car laid down 595 horsepower and 490 pound-feet of torque. Since we were already at Pro Dyno, we decided to have a little bit more fun. So we called up Kooks Exhaust and ordered up their full off-road exhaust system for the 2015 Mustang.
Like all Kooks systems, this one is constructed of premium quality 304 stainless steel. The joints are all expertly welded, and the headers feature thick flanges along with scavenging spikes inside the 3-inch collectors. Kooks even goes so far as to use heavy gauge stainless rod for the hangers. This is probably one of the more challenging mods an owner will face, and the fact that Ford builds the factory catback as one fully welded piece only adds to the difficulty. But before we can get any of this stainless goodness installed, we have to get the car up in the air and get the stock system off. While many guys do successfully tackle a full exhaust install at home on jack stands, a lift and the proper tools really make the job much easier. Depending on the tools you have available and the installation route you choose, you may also need to remove a motor mount, the starter, and evacuate the AC system in order to remove the factory manifolds. This is certainly one job where you shouldn't be ashamed to reach out to experts like those at Pro Dyno for a little help. Once the Kooks headers are on, it's just a matter of fitting the rest of the pipes. This is where a lift and some extra hands can really pay off. The guys at Pro Dyno find it easiest to clamp together the back half of the system and then install it as a single unit. Best to leave all the clamps loose initially, and then tighten them from front to back as you align the pipes. Finally, it's time to install, align, and tighten the 4-inch double wall stainless tips. One more quick check to make sure everything is tight and she's ready to come off the lift, fire up, and head back to the dyno. If you have any doubts about how much of a change in attitude this kit creates, just listen to the difference in the stock exhaust note and that of the Kooks. With absolutely no changes made to the prototype tune to take advantage of the freer flowing Kooks exhaust, we put down 630 horsepower and 489 pound-feet of torque. The extra 35 horsepower was exactly where you would expect it to be, in the upper RPM range. Be sure to click the subscribe button, because next time Project Triple Threat will be heading to Detroit, Michigan to get a custom dyno tune from Livernois Motorsports. But until then, click the link above to head over to svtperformance.com to check out the full article on this Kooks exhaust install on our 2015 Mustang GT project car.